In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the latest update on spouse visa, the dates when the minimum salary threshold for spouse visa will go up, and what to expect, how much it costs for a spouse visa, and if you want to use income to calculate your minimum salary requirement, how do you go about it? How do you calculate this? If this interests you, please watch this video till the end. Hello everybody, my name is Cynthia. I share information that will help your transition abroad to be as smooth as possible. I share information about settling, working, or studying in the UK, US, or Canada. If any of these countries interest you, please subscribe to my channel, hit on the notification bell so that each time I drop a new video, you know it's time to watch Cynthia Academy. I renewed my spouse visa last year. I know how tedious and stressful it can be. So I know that this video will surely help some people out there. In this video, I just want to share with you what the UK government has said on their website so that you are updated and you know what exactly to do and what decision to make. Many people confuse a dependent visa with a spouse visa. A dependent visa is issued to a partner or children of someone who holds a skilled worker visa, global talent visa, and other visas in this category, while a spouse visa is under the family visa, is issued to a partner or children of a British citizen or someone that has indefinite leave to remain. So it's quite different. So when they talk about £29,000, it does not mean that if you are pursuing the route of a skilled worker visa, you must have earned £29,000 before you can bring your spouse into the UK. It does not have anything to do with you. When the government talks about family visa, they are talking about those people who are married to or partners or children of British citizens or in people that have indefinite leave to remain. Now, the UK government has announced that the spouse visa income requirement will go up from £18,600 to £29,000 on April 11th of 2024. So it's going to go up in 3 steps. Now, the first one is April 11, 2024, when it's going to go up to £29,000. The next one is that it's going to go up to £34,500 sometime this year, 2024. The final increment is going to be £38,700 in 2025. So what does this mean? It means that the income you should have, the minimum income you should have in order to sponsor your spouse or your partner or your children is this amount. It has always been £18,600, but this changes everything now. It means that if you don't have that amount, it will be very difficult for you to do so. But remember that you can combine some income to be able to achieve that. You can combine your pension, your rental income, and many other types of income. Please go to the government website and check what you have and see whether those income types can be combined, because there are some income types that cannot be combined. Now, another thing you have to understand is if you're going to use savings as a means to show or demonstrate that you meet the financial income requirements, what can be used is what is above £16,000 divided by 2.5. So it doesn't mean that anything above £16,000 can be combined with your income to show that you've met the financial requirements. No. Whatever you have in your bank account, subtract £16,000 from it and divide it by 2.5. That is what you will use to add to your income to show that you have met the requirement. What it means is that if you want to use income only to show that you meet the financial requirement, it is £62,500 that you should have in your bank account. Because if you subtract 16,000 from 62,500 and divide it by 2.5, what you're going to get is 18,600, which is the minimum salary threshold. However, if it goes up to 29,000, in 11th of April 2024. It means that the minimum salary threshold you should have in your account, or the minimum cash you should have, is £88,500. It means that if you subtract £16,000 from 88,500 and divide whatever you have by 2.5, you will get £29,000, which is the minimum financial requirement in order to get your spouse visa approved. I hope this is clear. One question many people have been asking is, who will be affected by this? Just note that if you are in the UK and you want to invite your spouse from outside the UK, it's only your income that will be used to show evidence of meeting the financial requirements. You cannot combine your income with that of your spouse who lives outside the country. But if both of you are in the UK, then you can use combined income to show evidence. And most times when your spouse is already in the UK and you are doing an extension, you can combine your income to show evidence of meeting the financial requirement. Another important thing is that this particular change in immigration policy will only affect those people who are applying for the first time. It won't affect those people who are already on the pathway. So if you have applied for a visa before April 11th, 2024, you will not be affected. That's why if you need to submit an application, please do so now before the policies change, because 29,000 is a lot of money and not many people are earning up to that in the UK. So I don't know why this increment is taking place, but I just feel it's good to update you on what to do. Now, remember that those people who are on the fiancé visa too will not be affected if their application was submitted before April 11th, 2024. Now, how much does it cost for you to submit a visa application under the family visa route? How much it costs depends on who you are joining and how you apply. Cost if joining your partner, parent or child is £1,865 from outside the UK. That's if you're applying from outside the UK, and it is £1,048 if you're applying in the UK. Now the next one is cost for each dependent added to your application. So if you add one person is £1,865. That is for outside the UK, and it is £1,048 for each person if you're applying from within the UK. So you can see the cost. You have to sit down and do your calculation depending on how big your family is and know how much it's going to cost you. Another additional cost you should be aware of is IHS fees. Now, IHS fee has been increased this year to £1,035. So be aware that you will have to pay for that for each year you are applying for. Remember that the spouse visa is not given for the duration of 5 years stretch. They give you the first one, which is for 2.5 years, and then before your visa expires, you need to renew for another 2.5 years. This means that your IHS fees will be £1,035 times 2.5 years for the first application, which is 2,587.50p. Yeah, so prepare yourself for this. I hope you benefited from this video. I hope it clarifies some of the confusion many people have, and it keeps you updated on what to do to prepare towards making your application a success, because I want your application to be a success. I wish you the best. Please like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.